Hello, everyone. Good morning, my distinguished guests. My name is Frank, and it's definitely my honor to give you a presentation here. I hope the presentation here is not so bored for everyone, and I feel excited to share with all of you what we have done in China during the last 23 years. It's been an exciting journey, and the company I'm introducing here is Feiyan Remote Sensing, and we have done the largest aerial photography total area in China during the last 23 years, which is about 1.6 million kilometers square mapping of the entire area in China. That's a tremendous job we have done, and we are proud of it. And so today I would like to present you what we have already done in China and what is the newest happening in the aerial photography area. And I'm really excited to share with all of you. So today I would like to present you about is what we have integrated and developed the AIMS Multimodal Aerial Survey system that empowers the construction and application of the 3D reality data. And my name is Frank, and here I would like to introduce a little bit about myself. This is actually a family business. My father, which is the founder and the general manager of the company, founded the business 23 years ago, and I'm currently present. And I studied in the United States for 7 years, and I was working in Chicago, in the Chicago Metropolitan Agency of Planning. And then my father dragged me back from the United States to China. So that's why in this area, in this industry, which is aerial mapping in China. And I have witnessed what's happening in the last 8 years in China. It's amazing, and I'd like to share with you, all of you guys. And I'm also feel very fortunate to be honored as the 30 younger generation in the Forbes list. And so here I'd like to talk a little bit about Feiyan and then about the newest survey we have done in China, the method, and also how we can monitor and update the existing aerial surveying data and periodically to upgrade with low cost, with high efficient. And about the company, we have, as I said, the company is founded in 2003, and we are the largest private aerial surveying company in China. We have mapped about 1.6 million kilometers square, and we have completed so far. The newest we have completed almost about 900 plus aerial photography projects all over China, and now we are expanding and we are trying to step out of our comfort zone. And this we have already got, before coming out from China, we have already got 30 plus national patents and also 100 plus software copyrights, and we have got like numerous awards from the China government. And also this is basically what we do, from the aerial acquisition to processing and finally to the JS final product results. So we not only process the aerial imagery, but also including satellite imagery and UAV imagery, and finally process including a 3D mesh and the 3D individual model. And we process all of the data, handling all the different projects, depending on different types of the project. We're not just using the UAV, but using the big plane, but it depends on different size of the project, different resolution, different requirements, different outputs of the project to give the best solution. It doesn't matter what kind of tools you use for the project. It doesn't matter. We handle the project within the time, with right quality to our final customer. And to be brief, from the left side, which is the data acquisition and data processing, including all types of surface model, elevation model, and the individual building model and topographic maps. And I would like to share with you some projects we have done in China, very interestingly, to let you guys to see what's the difference between the projects in Singapore and some other areas, and the projects in China, which is really exciting. I'd like to share with you guys. And by the way, these are the types of the outputs. And this is also the LOD and street and indoor and underground different numerous projects I'd like to share with you that we have done in China. That different government, they have different departments, they have a different demand, different need, or different accuracy because of their different budgets. And from LOD 1 to LOD 4, even we faced LOD 5 in China. That's various different demands. If you are interested, feel free to talk with me after the presentation because the time is limited. And for the past 23 years, we have already purchased some equipment from UltraCam, Wixel, Microsoft, which is and also the Leica, very famous for the city mapper. But during the time, we find out that in China, the customer, they have the need to interpret different type of data together to do something amazing, including oblique and LiDAR and hyperspectral and near infrared, and fly for one time all the data at once. So we have developed this error integrated multi-sensor, and it's hyperspectral, true color, laser point cloud, and 3D oblique all fly and capture at once. And I would like to share on the right side, the nadir large format imagery is 280 megapixel, and the oblique is 4 cameras, each of them is 150 megapixel. And we have already put the total is 880 megapixel, but now in China, recently we have just won the tender for the area of 200,000 kilometers squared, asked us to upgrade the camera to 1,000 megapixel. And we have already do our own work to take advantage of our own flexibility to modify and maintain the newest integrated sensor by ourselves. So I don't need to ship the sensor back to Europe. I don't need to ship sensor to America. I can handle all by myself because I'm a service-based company with my own products. So my customer asks us if there is anything happen on my camera, I need to fix it, anything within 2 days. So my engineers is always there. Once there is anything happening, we replace the tools by ourselves at once. No need to wait for 1 month, 2 months. So there is much more delay risk. And the interesting thing is, if you capture the hyperspectral together with LiDAR and oblique, you can produce not only the true orthophoto and elevation model and surface model and individual 3D model. You can also do something fun with vegetation, because once if you put individual 3D model onto the entire 3D city model, the problem is that there's no vegetation, and you don't want to only put individual model for the buildings, for the man-made construction, but you also want to put some vegetation with different species and with different size and with different heights, so that we want to visualize the entire thing more vividly. And also, together with LiDAR and oblique, it can help us to extract the boundaries more accurately. because LiDAR is very good at extracting the height, and the precision for height is very good. And the camera for the pictures, they are very good to extract the features comparing with LiDAR. So the boundaries together extracted by LiDAR and RGB color photos can help you dramatically raise your automation process of building extraction. And also, another exciting thing is hyperspectral imagery we found through projects can assist LiDAR point classification because they can see the color that human beings cannot see. And also, extraction of boundaries by integrating hyperspectral and LiDAR together is also very fun. We can identify the type of water and also the LiDAR as a flat surface and quickly help AI to identify the boundary of the water body. And also, it can help multi-modal fusion for data production. For example, we know that for oblique 3D data, sometimes it is hard for them to automatically extract those power lines. But you can see it very clear in the LiDAR. So you can make the fusion in the 3D level that you put the LiDAR and oblique data together to make a better 3D model for the city and for the entire area of your project. And there's another interesting thing. 3D city tree production is always a problem that I mentioned. So in this case, we use LiDAR data to extract all the trees, the size, the height, and the width. And we put the hyperspectral data together. We extract the sample of those trees to identify their species with supervised classification. And you can see that what we have done, those trees are generated automatically. Honestly, I have never seen another company like this that you can generate all of the trees in a 3D entire city model. The trees, the species are automatically extracted from the database, and the size are automatically extracted from the LiDAR. And it's very fun. And the result is very easy to show because the size of the database is very low because they're all citing the species from the database, which make the entire loading speed very fast on the entire 3D city. And also, we put the growth monitoring and disease control of the trees adding to the city. The city like Singapore have many big trees and long-living trees. They are very beautiful and we want to cherish them. So it's a periodical monitoring. You want to make sure you fly, but you not only just fly, you want to utilize all those data to help you. And here are all of the cities we have done in China, including Hong Kong. As you can see here, it's very tough flying area, but advantage for us to fly such an area within such a short time, within 1.5 months, covering the entire Hong Kong island, is not about the aerial coordination with the local Hong Kong and Chinese government, but also to use the most cutting-edge multi-modal sensor flying at once and based on the customer's needs and also the situation of flight limits, we can adjust the camera, the focus, very, very flexible. And here are very proudly, we want to show the examples, which is Wuhan is the capital of geodesy in China, and it's very famous. And also Shenzhen I would like to show you. We flew the entire 2,000 kilometers square, the entire area within 16 days. And it's very proud because the aerial situation there is very, very complex because they have like a Hong Kong International Airport, 香港国际机场, very, very complex. And also the Shenzhen International Airport and Guangzhou. Those are the very mega cities with like 30 million people population there. And we overcome it. And for the monitoring and updates, I want to share with you very quick. We also put the manned aircraft capture and the UAV monitoring all in one Twin City platform. And we proudly announced the far-side UAV system that we have already done several successful stories in China. And if you're interested, feel free to connect with me afterwards. I would like to share my WhatsApp QR code later, so be ready with your phone. Okay. And I'd like to show, this is the opening stage. This is takeoff, and this is return. All connected remotely with single one click, 1,000 miles away, and it starts to execute and patrolling and capture the data in real time and put it back on the platform with the AI recognition. And the entire system includes the UAV and also the vertical takeoff landing UAV and the payload. Some of the payload we developed by ourselves. I would like to highlight it. And this is the oblique camera that can capture oblique and panoramic at the same time. We have probably announced that. And it's 420 megapixel with 7 cameras with a flight height on the UAV of 600 meters. You can capture the ground resolution of 7 to 8 centimeters. And you can see it very clear. You can see, okay, we are spying, capturing what people doing every day. Okay, just kidding. For the future, I really would like to share what we have done in China and to cooperate with any of you, our excitement and our momentum in other countries that we can form a cooperation and partnership. And I'm very looking forward to that. And my name is Frank. And because the time is limited, I'm really grateful that thank you for watching. At the end of the stage, I would like to share, this is one of our digital twin city that we've done for the largest gorge, which is the largest station, which is 3 gorge projects done in 1998. And this is huge. This is 16,000 kilometers square of the entire project, but it's loaded very fast, within like 2 seconds. And you barely cannot see there is any loading on this 3D, and you can see the thing is beautiful. And by the way, I'd like to invite you to come to China to share our excitement and to share what we have done and to see the beautiful view of everywhere in China. Thank you very much.